Alright.
And we're
Take
back.
2.
Dose.
On the way. Here we're back here. Jacob Crockett. Tell him what's happening.
How's it going? We're driving around in a Subaru in Boulder, Colorado, feeling funky, feeling fine, feeling fresh, yo. It's never been better.
This is episode 2 of On the Way interview series.
We're on the way.
Meet artists, talk about their upbringing, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, just give us a little, tell us your influences of music. How'd you get started?
Influences of music. I started out probably about when I was 17, and I definitely got into music because of the Chili Peppers. I love funk, man. I just love the funky soul that music brings into one's body, and it takes control of you, and it just really tells you where to go, and it guides you. And probably my biggest influences, other than the Chili Peppers, was I started off in 90s alternative, and I dipped into 70s rock straight after that. Zeppelin, freaking Steely Dan, so many artists honestly in the 70s I love. Fleetwood Mac, but Jimi Hendrix reigns true of my influence on the guitar. I love Jimi, yeah.
That's a fucking classic right there.
I just love Jimi, man. There's something about him. There's never been another one like him, and you know, I really feel that, you know, he's someone to look up to and strive to be like, because in music, if you take care of the music, it'll take care of you, and I believe that every single time, man.
Yes, sir. So how would you describe your musical style? To follow up on that.
Yeah, I would definitely say I'm trying to go for finding my own grace and color whenever it comes to music. I really focus on being myself, and I think that comes through with a sound of funk. It comes through with a sound of disco. It comes through with a sound of just some indie influences. I really appreciate where the new indie scene is coming from today, and it really makes you want to be a part of it, and allow others who are just getting into this scene and getting into art and getting into expressing themselves to find so much pleasure in dancing so hard while they're crying, by the way. I want tears flowing and danceable moves on the floor that you end up on the floor, basically. So that's basically where I come from. Funky bass lines all the way.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Last time I was in Denver, actually, I was at this place called Luster Pearl, and I freaking danced so hard I ended up on the floor. Check it out.
The only way to dance.
It's the only way to go about it. That's what I hope to bring with my music, is that people just want to dance, you know?
Hope to put people on the floor.
Yeah, man, everything's too sad these days, and while I write very sad songs, they're gonna be blended with the funk, man. It's gotta have it. And there's so much to say about expression of color in that, you know?
Hell yeah. What would you say one of your ultimate goals is, or your ultimate goal in music?
I don't want to be rich. I'm not even chasing fame. I'm really just channeling to hopefully do something for other people what my favorite artists have done for me, and that's been there for me. You know, anytime we've ever been in a lonely spot in our lives and a lonely state of mind, it can be really easy to turn on yourself, and I really hope to stand as a song for somebody that they can turn on whenever they're chasing after finding themselves, really. That's my ultimate goal, is to make a connection with people like that. I really want to be there for people and help people through the love of music, and that is the only goal for me. It's never been about money, it's never been about fame, it's never been about any of that. I think it really, a lot of people will talk to you and try to, like, you know, talk to you like you're going after music, basically that you're going after fame, and the two don't correlate at all. You could be the most artistically creative person ever and not get any recognition by anybody. The two things don't align. So, you know, my whole goal in this is really to be myself and give permission for others to find themselves, no matter how weird or different or out of the loop they've ever felt in their lives. They can always find a place within art, within music, within songs, you know. It sets you free.
No, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, people don't understand that shit.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's really hard to grasp sometimes, especially whenever money comes in the picture of life, you know. And you know, money is always what it will be, and it's always going to be important, I guess. But it's not what drives music, you know. It's not what drives art or expression, you know. The need to want to belong somewhere, the need to want to be yourself in every colorful way, that is something to chase after, you know. That's something to really put everything on the line for.
Yeah, it's worth way more than money.
Totally. It's your soul at that point,
Yeah.
right? You know?
It's your being.
Yeah, it's everything.
Then kind of building off that, we were just talking about this earlier, but what do you think about AI coming into the music scene?
AI, yeah, it's convincing. It's hilarious to watch, especially with like AI. We were talking about the AI generating like Drake songs and stuff like that. They're so convincing sometimes, but at the end of the day, I'm not worried about it at all. I'm actually quite excited for it, because a lot of it is going to help, I think, artists like me, hopefully maybe like you, that, you know, could use the extra hand with engineering their own music in their bedroom, you know, that could aid them in helping them find lyrics. Because at the end of the day, if it resonates with you, that's the most important part. And I'm not really worried about artificial intelligence like taking over the creative industry at all, you know. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious, and I'm excited to see what happens. Honestly, I'm really excited, especially with these Drake songs that I'm hearing, because I'm like, they come on, and I'm like, oh shit, that's a pretty damn good bar.
Yeah, people are still writing the bars for that shit.
That's
it's like
true.
Someone's like doing all that work.
Is that true? Someone
think
just,
so.
I think they're just actually someone writing it.
Yeah,
and
it
they
has
just
to be. I
AI
feel
it.
like the AI can't be that good.
No.
It's actually come up with
They're not
bars
creating
like
these
that.
lyrics, because we were talking about, you have to feel the struggle of the human existence, the suffering, in order to produce that art, to connect with these with a fan, an audience, you know. You have to experience what it means to suffer from human consciousness in order to create something that could also relate to another suffering human consciousness, because that's what we're all doing out here, man. It might be sunny in Boulder, Colorado, but you know, you can always find the shade.
Yes, sir. Yeah, people can always tell authenticity. I feel like it's like one of the biggest things.
It's totally true, man. Yeah, they can read it so quick.
Yeah.
Whenever you're forcing something on somebody else's agenda, people can smell that on you, you know. So just be yourself. Always be yourself, and stay true to who you are, no matter what.
Yes, sir.
It'll carry you. And take care of the art, because that shit will take care of you every single time. It'll fix up a broken heart, man. It really will.
You got any projects you're working on, or albums or anything like that?
Kind of at a hiatus as far as who I think I should be versus who I need to be. But I am working on music. I'm working on a bunch of songs right now. Kind of rebranding myself a bit to get a little bit closer to who I believe I am. And I'm just trying to have fun with it now, you know? I think I've been doing this for a while now, to the point where I've been brought up and then dropped and then brought up and dropped, to the point where like I just don't really, I'm not concerned with like making it or anything like that. I'm concerned with just being authentic, is what we were talking about, just being myself and finding so much fun in expressing oneself. That is the ultimate goal at the end of the day, is how can we set ourselves free from this day to day, this 9 to 5, this thing that we feel that we need to do. How can we get to a point in our lives where, you know, we wake up in the morning and we're genuinely excited to be on this earth, you know, because we don't have forever. and forever was never guaranteed. So it's all about how we can take advantage of this, you know, how we can have fun.
Yeah, gotta enjoy the little moments.
Everything in between, man. You have to even enjoy the shitty times. That's the thing too, because it's real.
For real.
You know, it's real. If it's real, then it's worth it, you know? And this song that I'm working on right now is literally called So Real, and I believe it's about, well, I've been in a lot of conversations recently where I'm hearing people like, you'll say something and someone will literally look at you and they'll go, that's so real. Oh my god, that's so real. Like, that's like the saying right now, and I'm just trying to captivate on what does it mean to be real all the time, because if everybody's real, then where do you find the baseline of real, you know? So it's all based off of how we can just be ourselves and be okay with it, you know, instead of trading ourselves over to be something that society thinks we should be. What would happen if we just hang on to ourselves in the first place, you know, and let go of all this limitation that we set out for ourselves? It really stops us in our tracks of, you know, experiencing our full potential, I believe, is whenever we just start listening to everybody else about what we should be, you know. Only you know that.
Hell yeah. And then if you just had one piece of advice to someone who hasn't started music or they're thinking about starting it, what would it be?
I would say just start and become obsessed. The quicker you can, the quicker that you will get to where because you hear it in your head already. If you're thinking about getting into music, you can already hear yourself. You can already hear what you want to sound like. You can already hear what you want to be a part of, musically probably. But it takes a little while to get to that point. And the quicker that you can become a student and forever stay a student and let go of your ego of it all, the closer you'll become to really finding something special in this world of creativity. Because at the end of the day, we'll always forever not know everything. We will always be learning. So my advice is just get into it now and don't look back. Have no second regrets, and just believe in your heart that as long as you take care of the special thing that you put on the shelf for yourself to grab every single morning, the closer you'll be to who you've always wanted to be, you know? Chase after yourself. Always be chasing yourself down the road. Don't be chasing for yourself right now. And believe in yourself. It always starts with belief as well. Nobody who's ever been an artist and like made it, they've always believed in themselves, first and foremost. So that's what I'd probably say.
Yeah, taking the first step is definitely that hardest shit. People have it just in their head. It's so easy to get stuck in your head.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you'll always second guess yourself too. You'll be writing music that someone else might even say to you, this is dope, you know, this is great, and you might hate it. I've experieed that so many times where I'm like, I don't know what you're on.
Yeah, sometimes your least favorite song is the one that everyone fucks with. Like,
Dude,
wait a minute,
so true.
Hold on.
Yeah.
This is the one I put the least effort into.
Yeah. Or you even hate it, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, I've heard this so many times.
Yeah.
I really despise this piece of art. And they're just like, no, trust me, it's great, you know? But at the end of the day, you just have to love it. You do have to love it. And you have to care for it, nurture it, and it will take care of you. And I think a lot of people will ask you, people will call you crazy, people will call you insane, people will say, what the hell are you doing, you know? Don't listen to them. Just do you, man. Every single time. Just do you. You'll make it, and you'll be okay. And there's other people like us that are out here waiting for you to do it. We're all needing you right now, just as much as we need ourselves to do it. We need you to step up to do it as well, because the channel of inspiration is inspiring every single time. The stuff that he does inspires the crap out of me to want to get out here and do it too.
Hey.
You know, it's a full circle effect, and it catches on with a rhythm that is so beautiful. It's so infectious that you can't help but want to be a part of it too, you know? So chase after that.
For real, spread the creativity around.
Yeah. Find people to support you. Find some people that believe in you, you know? It comes authentic through the art every single time. I love it.
Yeah, if people around you don't support your shit, find new people.
Find new people. Like us, we're out here.
Yes, sir.
We're out here. We're in Boulder right now, but you know, we'll soon be in LA.
Oh yeah, it's coming soon.
West Coast.
Alright, well, we're finally at our destination.
We're at the cottage.
We at the cottage, baby.
The Shire. We're going to see Frodo.
Shoot a music video for Frodo Baggins.
Peep that on YouTube. That's so real.
Alright, tell them what you got going on. Tell them where to find your shit.
Find my stuff on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, anywhere you go. YouTube, it's Jacob Crockett, Jacob Crockett, just like Davy Crockett. We're coming at you with the fire. The next song is called So Real, cause it's never been so true. And this is my man Sage.
Music video dropping soon.
Here we go. Catch you on the other side.
Boom.